Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your August tarot reading with Paula B Energy. Let's do a quick prayer and call in angels, guides, ascended masters, and all beings of light for clear, concise messages, and that the messages be for the highest good of everyone who watches this video. Thank you so much, and so mote it be. All right, your first message, Scorpio, is from the Divine Doors, and it says palmistry. Fortune and Tarot, Collective Destiny. The palm lines from birth tell your sacred palmistry. Listen to the notes of intuition. All right, so intuition is going to be your very first message. Your second message is from the language of flowers. The plant is the Venus flytrap, and your message is action. All right, so it looks like August is going to be a month of intuition and action. Let's see what's going on. First card in your recent past, that's going to be present energy in the last 6 weeks. If you're watching this in July, it'll be your energy right now. And your first card is the Four of Cups. Now, normally this card is like this, and this card can often indicate boredom in its upright position. It indicates boredom, apathy, not caring about something. Usually we see somebody where they're focused on 3 cups and they're ignoring the fourth one that's being offered to them. You have this card reversed. So I'm going to say you actually see the opportunity, and you just might not be taking action on it. Is the message I'm getting. Cups is water energy. It has to do with emotions. So I'm going to say the feeling on that card for me right now is the feeling of, I know I'm supposed to care, but I really don't. I see this thing that's being offered to me that I'm supposed to care about, but I just don't right now. That's okay. Just sit with that. Let's see what else. Your next card is the Devil card. He looks very handsome in this. Usually the Devil is like a scary looking card, but look at him. He's got really compelling eyes. Look at it. He's ready to lead you into temptation. Oh my goodness. The Devil card, when we're talking about its balanced perspective, it's a card of creation. It is a card of making things happen in the material world. If it was reversed, I would read it as addiction, obsession, and so forth. But if you look at it here, it looks pretty innocent. Now, there is the caveat that with the Devil card, it can edge over into obsession and addiction really quickly. So be mindful of that. But you're going to be creating. I think that you are creating something right now, and the other people's drama is just not really important to you. Okay, Two of Wands. Two of Wands is making a decision. Wands is fire energy. It has to do with our actions and our passion, our drive. And what we see here is someone who literally, there are 2 wands in old depictions of this card. It shows a person at a literal crossroads trying to decide which path to go down. So it's possible, Scorpio, that some of you are at a crossroads and you are trying to decide, should I take this action or this action? And other people are going, hey, I want you to care about this. And you're like, can't really care about that right now. I got these 2 things I'm trying to decide on. Okay, let's see where that's taking us. Present energy for August is 5 of Pentacles reversed. So the 5 of Pentacles is an energy, I'll turn this around so you can see the card, is an energy of lack. It's of, I'm so focused on my own drama that I'm not asking for help. I'm not going to sanctuary. I am not really, I'm just only focused on what I don't have. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like that. I don't have the kind of car I want. I don't have the job I want. I don't have the relationship I want. And just so focused on that you really can't see what's in front of you. Again, it's sort of echoing that 4 of Cups reverse, where it's like, oh yeah, I see this thing, I just don't care about it. But you've got it reversed. This card looks much more interesting when it's reversed, actually. It shows how upside down she is in her thinking. Look at that door. It like takes up more than half of the card. So where are we not asking for help? And by asking for help, I'm talking about not just asking your higher self or, the higher power you believe in, if you do. But it's also asking for help around you. This is Pentacles. Pentacles is earth energy. It has to do with our resources. That's all of your resources, by the way. So it's not just money or career. It has to do with your relationships. It has to do with your health. So are we utilizing our resources? Are we focusing on what we do have? Okay. Now, your next card for present energy in August is good. I like this. It's the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a card of true partnership, often considered the card of true love. So for some of you, there is going to be some love coming in. You've got it right next to the Devil. I'm going to say that this person is going to be really tempting and probably quite sassy. I like it. You got some cards coming up that show that it's possible you might have that, but this is the big card for that. So for some of you who are looking for love, that's really going to come in for you this month. It'll be someone. For those of you who are already in a relationship, it's going to be a deepening of that. Really, you're going to be appreciating that more. Again, focus on what you have, right? Two of Cups is also true partnership. So perhaps you've got a situation at work where you really work together with somebody. No romance involved at all. You guys are united in purpose and you get the job done, right? I really love this card. This is also a card of being united with spirit, right? We're in partnership with spirit all the time. Whether you realize it or not, you are. So it's going to be a really great month for that. I love that. And your next card for the present energy for August is the Judgment card. And look at this. We see this person here. She is here almost in an attitude of prayer. And then we see her joyful soul. Now, the Judgment card is a card of... This card usually shows an angel, which is the angel Gabriel, calling the dead to their spirit life. So that's why we see this spirit here. But I always think it's very interesting that the card is called Judgment. In other words, some entity is judging us. When this card comes up, I like to see it as, and you can really see it in this card, there is no judgment, right? There's freedom. You're united with your true self. And this is a card of rebirth. So the meaning, the typical meaning of the Judgment card is a card of rebirth, of awakening to a new life. I like how this card shows it because there's no judging figure. It's only the person and their higher self, right? Their inner self, their soul, and they're allowing it to be free, right? So becoming more of your true self is what I feel that the meaning is for you this month, particularly when combined with that Two of Cups. Okay, energy coming towards you more towards the end of the month. We have the Temperance card. Now, when I saw this card while I was looking at the Two of Cups, I was like, boom, chicka, wow, wow. So for some of you, I mean, he looks kind of sassy, doesn't he? I like it. All right, so Temperance actually means balance. So I'm going to say, Scorpio, have a little balance, particularly in the love department when that special someone comes along and their sparks are flying, pull back on the reins a little bit. The Temperance card is about balance. Typically, we will see an angel, and you can see he's got angel wings. An angel who is balancing the energies of heaven and earth. Temperance, the word temperance literally means balance. So I feel that more towards the end of August, you're going to be able to get a handle on some of these energies, and you're going to be feeling a little bit more balanced, possibly because you actually asked for help. Your next card is the Hanged Man, which looks like this, upright. You received it reversed. Now, in the upright position, the Hanged Man is, the meaning of the card is gaining a new perspective. Sacrifices that you make so that you can effect a change and have a new perspective on something. You received it reversed. And I'm going to say that you don't need a new perspective, Scorpio. You already got that in months past. And now you're kind of moving forward. Look at that light shining out from her. She's really figured out, okay, this is how I fly. She kind of looks like she's She's flying there. I really like that. So Scorpio, I'm going to say you don't need a new perspective. You've already got that. You've mastered that. Now it's time to shine your light, and don't be confused. That's your next card coming up. You've got the Two of Swords. Swords is air energy. It has to do with the way that we think and communicate, and there's some confusion here. We've got these crows that are pulling at her hair, indicating, she's got some thoughts or some communications that are really kind of causing some problems. She's blindfolded. She cannot see what she's looking at. She cannot see the truth of the situation. Either can't see or unwilling to see, one of those two things. So some of the energy for you in the month of August, Scorpio, is going to be really finding your balance and not letting yourself be confused by different things that people say to you or that you're saying to yourself, to really be grounded in, what do I have? What am I grateful for? How am I building that? What is my inner person? And the real me, what do I want? And how am I shining my light in the world? All right, now your challenge row is an interesting row. So what's in the challenge row? Well, the very first card in your challenge row is the Six of Cups. Now, this doesn't look like much of a challenge, does it? How is that a challenge? Six of Cups typically is read as a card of nostalgia, a card of childhood memories, sometimes read as a childlike sense of wonder. We see this person who is with his dog and he's reliving the past when the dog was a puppy, and enjoying those beautiful thoughts, those beautiful memories. So that can be the meaning of the card, but you received it as a challenge. How is this a challenge? Sometimes this is a challenge because it's indicative of someone coming back. So might be an older person, someone from our past coming back. Often it's a person coming back in her mind. And I'm going to say, since you had that Two of Swords as well, that most likely that's where some of the confusion is coming from. You're thinking about, oh, back in the day, it was so wonderful. Or they did this, so they're not as bad as I thought I was. And maybe I'll let them back into my life and ignore everything else. You're viewing the past through rose-colored glasses. And you're seeing it as being more awesome than it maybe actually was. That's how it's a challenge for you. All right, your next challenge card is the Eight of Pentacles. All right, now typically this is the card of apprenticeship. It's of gaining mastery over your work. I am going to say for you, Scorpio, this month, your challenge is you're a workaholic. You need to slow down and you need to have more balance. Particularly since you had that Temperance card, you definitely are going to need to have more balance. Do not overwork yourself. It's time to slow down a little bit. Have some life balance. Spend some time in some of those other areas that you need to build on. Your third card of challenge is the Five of Wands reversed. Now, in its upright position, this card speaks of having lots of different passions and taking action on them, but all of your actions are going all over the place. I mean, it's just crazy town. Look at this. There's 5 different people. They're all doing 5 different things. They look like they're trying to do something about that fire up there, but nobody's being very effective. And when our actions are not focused, we are not effective. Now, in its reversed position, we see it even looks even more chaotic. So I'm going to say that this is completely unbalanced here. And in fact, these people look like they're almost falling into the sky, falling out of the sky. I don't know. So I'm going to say that you might have lots of things that you're wanting to do, Scorpio, and you might have lots of passions and lots of actions, and you feel like shoom, 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 shoom. You're going all over the place. Time to focus in. Time to hone in on the goal, but not become so obsessed with it. Don't let that devil take over. Keep temperance, balance. Now, your blessings row. Your first card, actually. Your first and third cards are really interesting as blessings because your very first card is the Death card. And this card is actually called Death Rebirth. So the Death card is a card of transformation. It's a card of change. How is the Death card a blessing? Well, I'm going to be honest. Sometimes when there's a death of something, it's a door closing and another door opens. So if if there is an actual death of something, an ending of something, and I'm not speaking literal death, I'm speaking an ending of maybe it's a relationship that is finally come to a close. Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's a certain way you're thinking. Maybe it's an action that you've been taking that just isn't paying off and you're deciding to stop that. That actually will open new doors for you. It will cause change, transformation. Often the death card is shown as a butterfly, which we recognize as something that is transformative, right? So as a blessing card, transformation is coming. It might not feel like it when you're in it, will be the message I'm receiving. All right, your next blessing card is Two of Pentacles. Now what we see here in the Two of Pentacles is we see somebody who has, it looks like one of her pentacles is the literal sun, and the other pentacle appears to be a bag of some kind. And she's juggling those, right? She's balancing those. Pentacles is earth energy. It's a little bit slower. It has to do with being grounded. It has to do with your resources. And she is juggling some things. So the month is not going to be you sitting on your butt this month doing nothing. You're going to be busy. It's going to be a busy month for you. In fact, it's going to be so busy that you're going to have a tendency to overwork. And if you can maintain your balance, you'll be juggling things just right. The blessing card says you can do it. All right. Your third blessing card is the Tower. Scorpio, only for you. My goodness. Okay. But you can handle it. That's why it's only for you. We see a lot of drama happening here. We've got lightning, we got fires, we got things falling from the sky. Okay. The Tower is a card of unexpected events or epiphanies. It is an upheaval. It is something that comes out of the blue, right? How in the world is that a blessing? Well, when you have an epiphany and the light bulb goes off, ding, and suddenly you understand things differently, you change the way you operate, don't you? You change what you're doing. And that change means that you get new results. So I think as a blessing card, this is going to be really good. I think you are going to... what I see more than anything else is that you need balance and to be your true self. Okay, your underlying energy, the card that was on the bottom of the deck, is the Page of Pentacles. So your energy this month is all about your resources, the things that support you. And I'm going to say the messages that you're receiving about those. Sometimes this can mean that you're getting a new resource, but my overall feeling on the reading is that you're understanding how to use your resources in a better way. Okay, your last card is from the Whispers of Healing Oracle deck, and your card is Unexpected. Okay, Unexpected. Honestly, I do not pick these cards. They flip out. My deal with Spirit is that whatever card pops out is the one that I am supposed to take. Okay, so much of the world mistakenly believes there is a lack of resources. Holding a scarcity belief can be quite painful and cause unnecessary fear and desperation. An attitude of abundance recognizes there are always new chances, unexpected windfalls, and opportunities on the way. There is never just one opportunity, a lone choice, or a single chance. The number of opportunities matches the number of stars in the sky. This card is a boon. Right now, you have a magical touch. A young girl walks down a maze of steps to discover a beautiful crystal castle. There are numerous ways to get to this magical location. Fairies watch her as she approaches this place of splendor. The butterflies prompt you to work on manifesting what you desire. Expect something wonderful to happen soon. All right, there's your Tower card right there. Unexpected. But often when we see the Tower, we see all that drama happening. We go, it's something terrible is going to happen. Nope. What if it's something wonderful that you haven't been able to envision just yet? Okay, Scorpio, I love this for you. I think it's going to be a very insightful month for you. And I hope you've enjoyed the reading. If you have, please click the like button and help share it with other people. And I hope you'll join me next month for your reading. Thanks for being here. Bye.